final home game of the season this weekend at Anfield against Everton. Couldn't be a much better way to go out, and we'll start as ever on Zoom, and we've got Phil Munns from BBC Radio Merseyside. Phil?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Amber. So the last time you played at Anfield, it was a big win over Man United. How important was that first win there in the context of this game, given that you've got that big game win? It was this season as well. Ran City close at Anfield, don't forget as well. Does that have a significant sort of playing into the psychology of things for you for this weekend?
Yeah, I think it was a really important result for us at Anfield last time out against Man United, and we take huge confidence from that performance and that result going into the game this weekend. We really enjoyed playing at Anfield the last time round, and we hope for another good performance this weekend.
Yeah, I know there'll be the atmosphere, the fans, and adding to the mix, of course, it is a Merseyside derby. Plenty of away fans as well, I'm sure. That is big pressure. Do you think your side have got what it takes to cope with that, and how will they cope with that?
Yeah, I think it's a game that we're looking forward to more than anything. Merseyside derby at Anfield doesn't come much better than that. It's a really important game for us in terms of our league position as well. So we want to finish as strongly as possible. And look, we've not beaten Everton in the league since 2019. So we've got absolutely everything to play for this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely everything, like you say. How can you sort of separate the focus on, this is an important game about getting 3 points for our league position, or are you focusing more on this is our local rivals, they beat us back at their place, we've got to go and settle the score?
It's both. Both things are important. We want to beat Everton, our rivals, and we want the 3 points to get us, as close to fifth as possible. So, yeah, both are important, Phil. Do
you feel there's a particular sort of injustice that needs righting, given how that game at Goodison went? The penalty that was given that really shouldn't have been. Is there even more of a sort of sense that you've got to overturn that wrong?
I think, yes, the decision went against us, but across the 90 minutes, I don't think we did enough to win the game that day. So the performance has got to be much improved on the last one if we want to take all 3 points from Everton this weekend.
How much do you think about your record against Everton in recent years? No win in the league since 2019.
I think the record is disappointing and something that we definitely want to put right this weekend.
Sorry, I don't know if it's just me that lost you there. I didn't get any of that answer, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. You were saying about the record against... Sorry, I don't know if that was everyone or just me. Apologies. But yeah, I was speaking about the record against Everton and how does that make you feel? Does it play on your mind?
No, it doesn't play on your mind, but it's something that we want to put right. It's something that we face into, something that I've spoken to the players about, and yeah, something that we want to put right this weekend. It's so important that we go out there and perform at Anfield on Sunday and give, put in a performance that we're proud of and that the fans can be proud of and really get behind. And look, we want to get the 3 points over the line.
I know Everton perhaps in a bit of a better place form-wise since you two met. Would you say that you're also in a better place form-wise, given how your form's improved, particularly under your leadership?
Yeah, I think Everton are much improved since the Christmas break. They've had some really good results. I think they'll be disappointed with the result against Brighton last weekend and to lose it late on. And yes, I think we're also in a similar position. We've had a really good run of form of late, and yeah, we go into this game with good confidence.
Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, Amber.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. We'll come back into the room and we'll go to Claire Tweed from Mersey Sport Live. Claire?
Hi, Amber.
Hi, Claire.
With this game being at Anfield, how important is it for fans to turn up to potentially get more games at Anfield next season?
Yeah, I think the home support is massive to us. It gives us that extra energy, that extra edge, and yeah, we want to put on a performance that the fans can enjoy and really get behind, and that's going to bring more people to our games in the future.
And And with Sophie Romanov last week with the Spurs game, she was crucial with her 2 goals, and she's been crucial in a few games this season. How important will her role be against Everton?
Yeah, I was really pleased for Sophie to get back in the goals against Tottenham last weekend. Thought she took both opportunities really well. She was brilliant in training again today. Actually, we've been working on getting her into the right positions, and then working on that supply into Soph, because you're right, she is absolutely key to us and will be an important part of our game plan on Sunday.
Keaton, is there any update on Leanne Kieran being back?
Leanne is still a little bit away from where we thought she would be at this stage, so unlikely I think that we'll have Leanne on Sunday.
That's great, thank you.
Thanks, Claire.
Thanks, Claire. We'll go to David Hines from LiverpoolSC.com. David?
Hi, Amber. Since you've stepped up in the role of interim head coach, you've switched the playing philosophy quite significantly. Just wanted to ask, how pleased are you with how quickly the girls adapted to that and the progress you've made since that first game against Palace?
Yeah, the girls have been absolutely brilliant in that respect. I mean, if you look at the Palace game, we had 2 days of preparation going into that game, and we changed quite a lot, and the response was brilliant, and that's continued ever since then. We want to keep improving every single week, and I think we've done that. So we hope to see the same again this weekend, and then next week at Chelsea.
And the fans have really responded to that as well. Their support's been incredible, both home and away. For you personally, has that been a big boost in the role, and what would your message be to anyone who's still undecided on whether to come to Anfield and back the girls this Sunday?
Yeah, for me personally, that support from the fans has meant absolutely everything. It's been incredible. The travelling support to our away games has been absolutely brilliant, and we've heard them in full voice. And I think we've been disappointed with a couple of the results at home. We want to put on, want to play football, attractive football that our fans can really enjoy and get behind, and it's important that we do that this weekend against Everton. So yeah, that's the aim for us. We want to keep growing our fan base and playing football that our fans can really enjoy and get behind.
And one more question, just Gemma Bonner could be the first player to make 10 appearances in the Merseyside derby in the WSL this weekend if selected. How important is it to have someone like her in your dressing room with that leadership and experience going into occasions like this one? Yeah,
it's huge, and Gemma's been so consistent for us, particularly since I've taken charge here. She's been fantastic week in, week out, and is a huge part of our dressing room. So yeah, great to have her experience in the team for a big game like this one.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, David. Well, I think that concludes our press conference today. A big weekend ahead, so hopefully see some of you at Anfield on Sunday. But wherever you're watching your football, hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.